Hey, this Omar, and just on here real quick talking about the performance that Tom Brady had last night. You know what I'm saying, in the game versus the Rams. A game that a lot of people thought it was lost for them. You feel me? Like, you thinking like, yeah, they're gonna lose 13-9. Both of them teams was like, it was more about the defense, and it was just a lot of plays that both offense couldn't get in rhythm. You know, Cooper Cup, he did his thing like he always do. You know what I'm saying? He had 9 targets, 8 for 127. For some reason, he lights up the Bucks secondary. They don't got nothing for him. And at first, at the beginning of the game, I said, okay, all right. I see they being physical with him. They might kind of slow him down. Nah. And it's just he just a bad matchup for them. He gonna find the open holes in the in their defense. But the crazy thing about it is he had 127 yards, but as a team passing the ball, Stafford, Stafford had 13 completions with 27 attempts, 165 yards, one touchdown, and Cup was 127 of the yards. The rest of the team, Allen Robinson, big ass disappointment. He ain't did nothing. Higbee, they don't want to try to even think about getting him involved in their offense. So their offense is very predictable. You know what I'm saying? And that will explain why they got the record that they got. You know what I'm saying? You look at the team stats, third down conversions, they was 4-15. Tampa Bay was a little bit better. They was 9-21, but they both was like kind of like it was just sluggish. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see how they looked in the playoffs. They of course they was both two different teams last year, but definitely you could both see that each of them knew that they somebody needed to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, this win can keep them afloat. A loss is going to pretty much like kind of almost dead your season. You know what I'm saying? So Tampa Bay came out dead, and I mean, you could say what you want. The dude, you could say, oh yeah, he washed. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been his typical self. Like, yeah, he threw for 280. It took him 58 attempts to get 280. He threw one touchdown, no interceptions. But he one of the few people, and we gonna have to put him up there with like the greats. Like, when you really look at it, you just no hate, and just looking at him and how he played the game. He played like he people dropping passes, because a lot of his receivers was dropping passes, but you can see that he still be calm, right? You feel me? Like, he playing a terrible game, and you be like, damn, man, yeah, you looking done. And somewhere out of nowhere, just like he did versus the Saints early in the season, he'll do that shit where you give him no timeouts and you tell his ass to drive the field. And next thing you know, he gets in this freaking zone and he gets locked in. He always can give you that drive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one of their advantages over most of the other people in the league that might have more talent than him. He just need that defense, because they're going to probably lean on the defense until they offense kind of get more crispy. But he just need that, give me the ball, right, and just let me work. And next thing you know, he starts hitting people like Allen and Scotty Miller, Fournette, you feel me, on the last drive. He didn't really depend on the dudes you would think, like Julio, Godwin, and Evans. So it's like, when you was saying it, and you was like, this motherfucker about to win the game. Like you like just how you can start seeing them shredded. Boom, catch the ball, run out of bounds. Another first down. Catch the ball, run out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Like just surgical. You feel me? That was even though last week I think versus Baltimore he had more numbers as far as yardage, but this performance yesterday was like his better performance of the year, or one of his one of damn, that sounds jacked up. I don't think I said that shit right. It's one of his better one of his better performances of the season thus far. And so, he's in a division where it's like, well, gotta see what New Orleans look like on Monday. But his Atlanta's pretty tough. They not laying down. They well coached, and the coach is squeezing all that he can squeeze out of that that team. You know what I'm saying? They've been an unexpected surprise. I thought they was gonna be one of the sorrier teams, just have a solid offense, but their defense been playing better than you would think. So and then people gonna feel that they got a gift in the first game, where Atlanta really should have won that game. So it's not no cakewalk like everybody thought. They was just gonna house that division, but just that drive yesterday kind of solidified why he is considered one of the best, and maybe the best. You know what I'm saying? Because not too many quarterbacks got that in them to where they just can boom, all the other shit first 3 quarters, the majority of the fourth quarter, what I'm saying, I wasn't hitting on shit, what I'm saying, but it was kind of getting a groove in that fourth quarter. But the fact that they had 2 chances to kind of get the touchdown, that was something though. Just as you watching it, what I'm saying, as a fan of the game, what I'm saying, you be like, yo, the dude, he like that. Like he keep getting older, and he's still doing this thing. You feel me? The only thing that literally that's jacking him up is, I don't want to go on the bro, but I mean, I ain't really sold on Todd Bowles yet. You feel me? Like, this is the best team that he's ever had as a coach, and like, I don't know, maybe he might not be, what I'm saying, maybe he might not be a coach, and he's a better coordinator, because there's a few people that's like that in the league that's better suited as coordinators. But we'll see though, because they all trying to still, what I'm saying, get shit going. The NFC is still wide open. The top 10, the top teams is, the Cowboys, Philly, and Minnesota. They at the top, and then what I'm saying, but these other teams that got 3 losses, 4 losses, and they got 5 losses. They still they got something that them other dudes got. Them other dudes might got talent or whatever, but if you allow him not to curl up and still say, yo, we got a shot, he tell everybody, we got a shot. The next thing you know, the Rams looking around like, yo, what the fuck just happened? That's what they literally told themselves. Like, when he scored that touchdown through the ball in the end zone, and dude scored the ball, he like, what the fuck just happened? Then we just kind of just own the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, even, let me see the time of possession real quick. Time of possession for the game was, I mean, it was a wash. I mean, the Buccaneers had it for 31 minutes and the Rams had it for 28 minutes. But how the game was going, just because of how the offense was just stuck in the mud, you ain't see them. They was scrambling just to get, when they had to fight to get that 9, you was like, yeah, that's all they probably can muster this game. And then they came, he came out there and did that, that comeback, that he be doing. So, man, much props to him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how many more games we gonna get a chance to, just watch him work, but that was definitely a hell of a performance, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? That might be the thing that kind of get him going. Because I thought the game from last week kind of was gonna start, what I'm saying, put things in motion. But maybe he need this game to kind of really get it the way he can start doing some of the stuff that we were used to seeing from him. But all right, yeah, that's just my quick take on that. All right, thanks for listening.